Are heavy AI users becoming a breakaway civilization? Executive summary. A new class of AI power users is emerging. These are people who skillfully leverage AI tools to amplify their productivity, decision-making, and creative output. Unlike science fiction's transhumans, these people are quietly becoming augmented without implants or fanfare. As AI capabilities grow, so do their advantages, forming an invisible breakaway civilization of sorts. The gap between users and non-users is widening. This is making AI literacy essential for economic, social, and professional relevance in the near future. Articled, the idea of a breakaway civilization has long captivated the fringes of science fiction and conspiracy theory. Often, it conjures up images of shadowy elites building secret space colonies, backed by black budgets, far from the reach of everyday humanity. Mars bases, underground cities, and hidden technologies are staples of this genre. But what if a form of breakaway civilization is already taking shape, not in space, but right here among us? The rise of the AI power user. We are witnessing the silent emergence of a new kind of individual, the AI power user. These aren't necessarily the coders building AI models or the scientists refining their parameters. They are regular people, entrepreneurs, students, marketers, researchers, artists, who have figured out how to integrate AI tools deeply into their workflows and lives. In much the same way spreadsheet masters revolutionized office productivity in the 1980s and 1990s, today's AI power users are quietly reshaping what it means to work, think, and compete in a digital age. These people are not advertising their prowess. They are often invisible to those around them. You could be interacting with an AI power user and not even know it. They are not flashy about their tools. They just get more done, solve problems faster, and unlock opportunities others don't even see. Not transhuman, but definitely augmented. When we talk about human augmentation, we often imagine cybernetic implants, neural lace, or uploading minds into the cloud, a vision popularized by futurists like Ray Kurzweil. But the real augmentation may be much more subtle and, importantly, already underway. These AI power users aren't cyborgs. They haven't merged with machines in the physical sense. They haven't uploaded their consciousness into digital avatars. And yet, they are different. They're functionally augmented, amplified, not by surgery or hardware, but by software and skill. They use language models to write, ideate, code, design, and analyze. They use image generation tools to prototype and present. They use automation to orchestrate complex tasks with a few prompts. With each new model release, their capabilities expand. Unlike traditional forms of learning that require years of study and formal education, these tools offer a rapid access layer of intelligence that complements and multiplies human cognition. The more fluently one can interact with these systems, the more outsized the benefits. The power gap is growing. Like any new tool, AI takes time to master. But unlike previous generations of tools, today's AI models have astonishing range and generalizability. They can assist with legal writing, customer service, architecture, scientific research, curriculum development, and much more. As with the early days of personal computing, a small but growing group of users is pulling ahead, gaining skill, confidence, and capacity far beyond the average user. These individuals aren't just more productive. They are accumulating advantages: economic, social, and even political. The person who can generate a polished proposal in 30 minutes instead of a day wins more business. The candidate who uses AI to rehearse interviews or build custom-tailored resumes gets the job. The policymaker who understands what AI can do crafts better legislation. Over time, these compounding advantages shift the balance of influence. In this way, we may be witnessing the formation of an invisible breakaway civilization. It's not one built on secrecy and rockets, but one constructed out of asymmetric access to cognitive tools. It's not a gap in intelligence, it's a gap in capability. AI as an extension of human intelligence. AI doesn't make you smarter. It doesn't give you new insights by itself. What it does do is extend your native intelligence. It gives you leverage. It amplifies the brain power you already have. Think of it like as a power tool for the mind. You still have to think, but now you can get more done, faster. One of the biggest advantages is information access. With AI models acting as interpreters, translators, and summarizers of the world's knowledge, users no longer need to dig through piles of documentation or Google for hours. The right prompt can retrieve or generate information that previously required specialized expertise or extensive effort. That alone is a massive edge. For those who are already skilled, AI is like strapping a jet engine to their workflow. For those still relying solely on traditional methods, the gap is growing wider by the day. A quiet revolution. We've seen revolutions like this before, but they rarely announce themselves. Consider how the internet changed the world. At first, it was just a novelty, then a tool, then an infrastructure. The same is happening with AI. Each model release, more capable, more intuitive, makes it easier for more people to join the ranks of the augmented. But just like in any revolution, some people move faster than others. Right now, a quiet revolution is happening. In coffee shops, co-working spaces, classrooms, and home offices, AI power users are quietly pulling ahead. They are writing books with AI, building apps with no-code tools powered by AI, negotiating deals with AI-drafted contracts, planning trips, managing businesses, tutoring their kids, all with the help of intelligent systems. And they aren't waiting for permission. Most of the world still sees AI as a curiosity, or worse, a threat. But those who understand how to use it aren't worried. They're too busy building the future. The case for adoption. If this sounds like a warning, it is. But it's also an invitation. The emergence of a breakaway class of AI augmented humans should not lead to panic or paranoia. It should lead to participation. The best way to avoid falling behind is to start climbing the learning curve now. AI tools are already democratizing access to expertise. They're lowering barriers to entry in every field. The person who once couldn't afford a legal consultant can now draft a solid contract. The teenager with no coding background can build software. The nonprofit without a design budget can create professional visuals. These tools are not just for the elite. They're for anyone willing to learn. In fact, the very concept of a breakaway civilization may be misleading. It implies separation. But the truth is, the doors are still open. The breakaway hasn't completed its escape. You can still join. Conclusion: augmented or left behind. The future may not be divided between humans and machines, but between augmented humans and everyone else. Not through implants or brain chips, but through skillful use of AI as a mental multiplier. The gap is widening. Those who embrace AI are shaping a new reality, one where knowledge, speed, and adaptability are the new currencies of success. This new class may not live on Mars, but they might as well be living in another world, compared to those who choose not to engage. This isn't science fiction. It's already happening. And the question isn't whether I will create a breakaway civilization. The question is, which side of it will you be on?